Hey guys, welcome to round 2 of Would You Rather, where we go through and we answer the questions that you guys post in the comments section to the best of our ability. And let's go ahead and get started.
Would you like me to read the first one?
Read the first one.
Alright. Would you rather have to read a certain person's mind, any person of your choice, for the rest of your life, or relive your life?
Would you rather have to read a certain person's mind for the rest of your life or relive your life?
Am I reliving the whole part of my life, and do I relive it at random moments up until the point that I would rather read a certain person's mind, because the other option makes me very confused.
I've always wanted to relive my life, so I'll just take that option. Next one. Would you rather burn or freeze to death? I'm gonna go with I'd rather freeze to death, because I feel like even though it would be a lot more suffering, it would be a lot less painful because you'd be a lot more numb to the pain that would be coming.
I would rather freeze to death, because I can't even remember if it was Criminal Minds or something, but I remember like hearing that when you freeze to death, you're kind of like in a euphoric state in the last few seconds of your life. So you kind of like feel better when you're freezing to death.
Would you rather be internet famous or famous in the real world? I think they're kind of one and the same. I think that if you're an internet celebrity, you're kind of, well known to pretty much anybody. You could go to, anywhere in public and people would probably know who you were if you were actually famous online. You go around, anybody under the age of, let's say, 20, you say the word PewDiePie. People are going to know what that is. People are going to recognize that. They're going to understand that brand. They're going to know. So I'm going to say I'd rather be the actual famous so that I have an ensured way of being out there. So
I would rather have actual fame too, instead of just being internet famous, because most of the people who are internet famous are kind of famous for bad things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want anything not reputable to be on my record. And the reason that I did get famous, I wouldn't want to get famous over something negative.
Yeah.
Would you rather snort Dr. Pepper or drink 1 cup of hot sauce? Why not snort the Dr. Pepper, for sure?
I would rather drink 1 cup of hot sauce, because I've had not like Dr. Pepper come out of my nose, but I've had ketchup come out of my nose, and it burns a lot more than you would expect it to, so I don't imagine it going up instead of out would feel any better. Would you rather never be able to use a touchscreen or never be able to use a keyboard and a mouse? I would rather never be able to use touchscreen.
I'm gonna have to say the same thing, because in any sort of gaming situation or really any serious conversation that I'm gonna have, I'm gonna want a physical tactile feedback, and I just can't get that from a touchscreen. So I'm gonna have to definitely say I would rather live without a touchscreen. Would you rather fly or have super speed? I honestly would rather fly. That's been something that's kind of been my dream for a long time.
I think I'd rather fly. Because that would be a much nicer way of getting someplace instead of just being stuck on the ground.
But what if we have to fly and we're limited to 10 miles an hour versus being able to run across the world in just minutes?
I mean,
It's tricky.
it wasn't specific, so I'm just gonna say you're able to fly at whatever speed you
Yeah.
want to. If it was specific, then I would have weighed that option.
Okay. Would you rather lose your arms or your legs?
I'd rather lose my legs, honestly, because you do so much stuff with your hands. Like you can have like fake legs. You could go around in a wheelchair. Like granted, it's still gonna be difficult, but like you need your hands to do a lot of things.
I would rather not have my legs, because there are wheelchairs that exist, but there's no armchairs that exist. So you can't really do much if you don't have your hands to be able to do things. It really puts a damper on daily life more than not being able to operate said equipment and have to learn how to use and write and do life with your feet. I think that would be really hard.
Would you rather play against a fed Shaco or against 5 decent Shacos?
I'd rather play against 1 demon than 5 demons, and it's as simple as that.
Me too. Because no matter what, a Shaco is a Shaco. It doesn't matter their skill level. They still suck.
It's true. If you guys have enjoyed this round 2, please make sure to let us know in the comment section. And when you do follow the Would You Rather format, so you just post Would You Rather in the question section, and then you say, you know, one thing or another thing, and make it kind of interesting. Put some effort into it. Put some originality into it. This series relies on you guys putting your content into it, and if you guys don't, we just can't do this anymore. And if you guys enjoy it, make sure you throw those comments in. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Spotspid.
I'm Yandra.
She paused. We'll see you guys next time. Stay awesome, YouTubers.